Hey guys, Ajini here, reporting for day, I believe it's day, how, I never get it right on the video. I don't know why I keep trying. Is it 21 or 22? Whatever, we're in the 20s now, which is pretty big business. That's really cool. So I did a first take of this really not knowing what the hell to talk about, and then I realized I know what I'm going to talk about because this has been coming up today. So interesting when we're expanding, when we're really deepening into our calling, when we're getting more clarity around what we like, what we dig, what really freaking quote unquote lights us up. I don't really, that term serves its purpose, right? So there it is. Whatever makes us feel freaking giddy and excited, right? And what feels easy. And I've been coming more and more into that lately. And it's just so interesting to see with the expansion, as I say, then there's the contraction or the resistance to it. So that's just super interesting because I'm sort of entering new territory right now with my business. New amazing things are happening. It's almost like, holy shit, like this is actually working. Like these, like certain things, certain goals I had in mind, right? So that is really interesting, and I can feel my resistance to it, or my like just how it zaps me of energy. So that has been an interesting observation today, right? Just noticing something that is working like gangbusters is actually zapping me of energy instead of making me feel like, oh wee, right? So what to do next for me is probably journal about it. Also, instead of doing that, like in a very aware and conscious way, flipping that shit, right? Being aware of where I am and what's coming up and that I'm doing this, and then just flipping it into gratitude and into more, because that's the thing I notice when we expand really big and then kind of start contracting and maybe sabotaging ourselves or not celebrating the big fucking cool stuff that's happening. What happens is then we kind of like shut off. We go off-roading. It's that contraction where, oh, I was going to say something good and it totally slipped away. Yeah, if we don't do that, it's easy to go into sabotage and into like, get a weird flare up and start messing shit up for ourselves. Oh, there we go. It's like we're pulling over instead of building the freaking momentum. And that is something that I've been working on over definitely this year and the last part of last year, is building momentum and keeping the momentum, because I'm really good at starting it, and then my tendency has been to sort of go and just stop, like just pull over for a snack, pull over to nap in the car, pull over to, whatever, go look for cool rocks, mica rocks, whatever it is, right? Instead of continuing the freaking momentum. So now I say nay, and I'm going to fucking carry on with the momentum. And how do I do that? By celebrating, by being grateful, by continuing to do more of that thing instead of just stopping it once I see it works. Interesting how we do that to ourselves. Well, I do that to myself. So that's my big thing for today, because I am iconic as a motherfucker, because I choose it, because it's an energy, because that's the life I want to lead, because that's the version of myself that I desire to be. And that version keeps on going with the momentum. She continues receiving. She chooses to stay in that frickety frackin' flow instead of cutting out, like putting a kink in the hose, right? So there you have it. There it is. Yeah, I didn't think I had anything cool or whatever remotely interesting to say, but hopefully someone, whoever, if you're watching this, hopefully you can relate, and hopefully you're going to keep on going with the momentum too, instead of just stopping yourself in your magical tracks. Okay, so that's me. I'm going to have some din-dins and then head to bed, and I wish you a freaking fantastic, fun, amazing Friday. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkles, sparkle, sparkle, sparkles. Bye.